No one ever prepares you for the moment life shifts beneath your feet, when the person you love, the person you've built a family and future with, suddenly becomes fragile in a way you never imagined. For Kelly Ripa, that moment didn't arrive with a dramatic warning or a Hollywood-style buildup. It crept in quietly, through tired smiles, brushed-off aches, and "I'm just exhausted, it's fine" excuses from her husband of nearly 30 years, Mark Consuelos. And now, after weeks of whispers, rumors, and heartfelt concern from fans, Kelly has finally opened up about the deeply personal struggle their family has been navigating, a health battle that has shaken their world to its core. The rumors and the truth Kelly could no longer keep inside. For weeks, Mark's absence from public events had fans worried. People wondered why the TV host, the endlessly energetic actor, and the always smiling partner in crime on Live with Kelly&Mark seemed to be fading from view. But Kelly never addressed the whispers. She didn't hint, tease, or drop clues. Instead, she carried the weight quietly until she couldn't anymore. In an emotional, completely unguarded moment during a recent interview, Kelly finally revealed the truth she'd been protecting. Mark has been facing a serious health challenge that has slowly overtaken their daily lives. Her voice trembled as she spoke. Her hands shook. Her eyes filled with the kind of fear you only see when someone is speaking from a wound still open. "She tried to shield us," she admitted softly. "He didn't want anyone worrying. Not the kids, not the fans, not me." When everything changed overnight, it began with small signs. A little too much fatigue, persistent aches he brushed off with jokes, moments where he'd just rest his eyes but wouldn't wake up for long stretches. Kelly trusted him, because how could she not? Mark had always been the strong one, the resilient one, the do-it-all and still smile through it one. But then came the night that shattered everything. Kelly described it through tears. Mark collapsed at home. One minute he was laughing in the kitchen, the next he was on the floor, unresponsive. Kelly called 911 with shaking hands, barely able to speak. The flashing ambulance lights, the chaos, the fear, it all blurred together. "It was the most terrifying moment of my life," she said. In an instant, everything that felt normal just disappeared. Doctors ran tests, and then more. The news wasn't what anyone expected or wanted to hear. Life after that night. A home transformed. Since then, the Consuelos household has changed in ways they never imagined. Days are filled with hospital visits, long nights with no sleep, conversations with specialists that stretch into the early morning hours, moments where hope feels fragile but still alive. Kelly admitted that some nights she lies awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering if Mark will be okay, wondering how much more he can take. "I've seen his strength, I've seen his suffering, I've seen the courage it takes for him to keep going when the fight feels endless. Yet somehow he still finds a way to make us laugh." And he does. Even in a hospital gown, Mark joked with the nurses about needing a tuxedo version of it. He teased about launching IV drip Pilates. He made the kids smile when they were trying so hard to be brave. "That's who he is," Kelly said softly. "A fighter, a protector, a man who brings light even when it feels like the world is closing in." Their family united and rearranged overnight. Their children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin, immediately shifted everything to support their father. College schedules changed, work commitments paused, plans were put aside without hesitation. Their world has become smaller, quieter, and focused on one thing: Mark's healing. Kelly shared that Mark didn't want to burden the world with his struggle. He said he was afraid people would see him as weak. But this is not weakness, this is courage. The breaking point Kelly couldn't hide. Behind her strength, Kelly has been carrying an unbearable emotional load. She confessed that there were days I cried until I couldn't breathe. Nights where I prayed in the dark asking God to please give us more time. He's my whole world. For someone who has always been poised, upbeat, the smile that millions depend on, Kelly's vulnerability startled fans. It showed the raw truth. Behind the camera, behind the lights, behind the fame, she is simply a wife terrified of losing the love of her life. Why Kelly finally spoke out? Kelly didn't share treatment details, she didn't reveal diagnoses or timelines, and she asked that fans respect that privacy. But she did say one thing with absolute clarity.
Mark needs peace, he needs compassion, and he needs time. Doctors have developed a long-term care plan, and the family is committed to staying by his side every step of the way. A love that refuses to break. Through this heartbreaking chapter, something beautiful has emerged, a deeper, more unshakable bond between Kelly and Mark. Kelly said she sees it every day. The fight in his eyes, the love in his smile, the way he still reaches for her hand even when he's exhausted. Mark still has so much life left to live, she said quietly, and I'm walking with him through every moment of it.